Welcome to Hollywood Animal. This game is kind of set in a time before, so they're just letting you know that, hey, there's some tough topics in this game. And we're going to start a new one here. Hollywood Animal. I called this a very in-depth game dev tycoon for movies. That's how I'm going to say that this is. So we're in 1929. The 20s, the good times in the 20s give way to the Depression. Then the talkies get invented. And everybody goes to the cinema. Film companies fiercely compete for market and influence. The strong devour the weak. So they're going to start us off with basically a tutorial here with this bankrupt studio. I'm going to go with... We're just going to RAM. Well, I guess I should pick a RAM if I'm going to pick the RAM. Wow, there's actually a lot of animals in here. That kind of looks like a RAM. Am I not allowed to use the space? There we go. Ramrod Pictures. We're just gonna ram through as many movies as we can. They can keep their names. We'll go with Limp and Luke. I think everybody likes a good action adventure. So now they're giving us all the various things that goes into a movie, right? So we have to have genres, kind of like genres in Game Dev Tycoon. But then you also have all the additional things associated with movies. So now we've got to have the setting, then protagonists. Click the mouse wheel to zoom in. Ah, I see. Interesting. So now we're making a cowboy picture. And this is just the details of the actual movie. So it's a father-son. When the Luke, he was, what would you say? He was crippled from birth, and his father was a famous lawman, and he ran away from his family. And Limp and Luke thought it was because he was ashamed of him. So we've got themes of events. We're going to make a movie with a treasure hunt involved. Limp and Luke decides to go after that treasure. I'm trying to do the super synopsis here. Then we also have to have supporting characters. In this case, we're going to have a wise old mentor who's going to show Limp and Luke how to ride again so he can get over his disability. He's learning how to shoot while riding. Then we've got the antagonist, who's a bandit. So we've got a bad guy here. This is the movie that the previous studio that we bought has already made. Then we've got a climactic event where we're having a shootout. Rotten Sam, the antagonist, got away with the treasure. So that's themes and events. That's a shootout. Turns out Limp and Luke opened the battered chest with a little book inside. It's his father's diary. Rotten Sam has escaped from prison, and he'll surely seek my revenge. My family is in danger. For their sake, I must disappear. I hope one day they can forgive me. So Limp and Luke finds out that protagonist overcomes self-doubt. Limp and Luke finds out that in fact his father wasn't ashamed of him, but left the family in order to protect them. So that turns out to be almost an 8, I guess, out of 10 movie. So we've got Popcorn, which is the general appeal, and we've got the Laurels, which is the artistic appeal. The film's commercial art and artistic appeal may change after each stage of development. Hopefully it gets better. Uh-oh, one of our stars is no longer with us. After pre-production, the film's rating rose even higher. Casting famous actors is the surest way. Right, so this is a 8.4 actor, 7 actor, 8 actor. Yeah, these are highly regarded actors. After the production phase, the film's commercial appeal declined. The lead actor became seriously ill and couldn't ride a horse or perform his own stunts. However, the film's artistic appeal grew. Joe Duvall tried to make up for the film's lack of spectacle by subtle acting. Meanwhile, a plague of production problems lengthened the schedule. Unfortunately, the actor passed away after finishing his work on the film. So these are all the components that go into a film, and this isn't even everything. You know, before it was just maybe genre combinations, whether or not it's a sequel. Now we've got directors, cinematographers, producers, finales, themes and events, supporting characters, antagonists, protagonists, what setting you pick, and then you finally get to the genre. And you also have good old screenwriters. So they spent $400,000 on the movie. Limp and Luke is a shootout story of revenge, but also contains a touching story relationship between father and son. Its dynamic storytelling and spectacular scenes will interest men of all ages. Time to send footage to post-production. All right, so we've got all these various buildings on our compound where we can do various parts of the film. We're gonna have to get an editor for this thing. We're gonna try to get our best editor on the job and our most highly skilled composer. Even though he is a terrible racist, maybe we'll use the non-racist. We also need to decide who will develop the film, a record, and record the music and sound effects. All right. So these guys are going to take longer. Let's go with the web company. Let's just do it. We'll keep the quality as high as we can, even if it's going to take a little longer. So we have to do film development. You know, back in the day, you actually had film. You actually had to get it developed, put it on reels, ship it out to individual movie theaters, record the music, and then record the sound. Planned post-production, but we don't have a head of post-production. So we're going to hire an employee. In order to hire an employee, we first have to hire HR personnel. So let's see. We want someone with high seniority. We'll go with Brenda. So now we want to hire a post-production head. We're going to keep the seniority level high, even if it is more money. Well, in this case, the highest level person is actually the cheapest. Post-production has begun. You can see how far along the project is and how quickly it's progressing. Down here. Let's get a distribution head. So these are all level 2. Now I'm looking at upgrade bonuses. Those are basically all the same. I guess if I wanted to, I could probably say spending money is probably the best way to go. Keep my influence. This guy's super cheap. 166 bucks. And then we need somebody for maintenance. This is like groundskeeping, things like that. We'll just take the highest ranked person. It's time to start working on a new movie. First, build a department for developing scripts, because you need a separate building just to develop scripts. The good old days, am I right? Trying to get this nestled so this conflict area is as small as possible. And oh, the condition is so low. But you know what? We said we were going to do Schlock, so let's do Schlock all the way. Cheap building, and it's going to be so cheap that it's going to need repairs instantly. All right, yeah, let's speed this up a little bit. So we're waiting 30 days for our building to get built, 22 days for post-production to complete. Nothing else to do currently. I got divorced a couple years ago, and I figured I was out of chances until I met Gilda. We spend all our time together. We can't get enough of each other. I feel guilty even mentioning, but when Gilda visits me at work, I absolutely can't concentrate. She enraptures me. Yesterday, I nearly made a mistake in the paperwork that could have cost the studio a lot of money. Do me a favor, help me fight this addiction. Let's introduce some kind of access control so Gilda can't just walk into my office. Yes, my heart will be broken like any drug addict, but I'd hate to hurt your business and ruin my career. Sure, we'll start controlling access. We've got to fight your addictions. Loyalty increased by 10. Happiness increases by 10. But he's asking for it, so we'll give him that. We'll be the bad guy in his relationship, basically. All right, so we spent 40 grand on post-production. Our post-production facilities are terrible, so it made the film worse. But they're telling us not to worry about it, so we're not going to worry about it. Everybody's getting experience. Limp and Luke, I think we're going to focus on the treasure map. No, we'll focus on the father-son aspect. Release calendar shows films being released across America, so we've got competing movie theaters out there. The studio previous owners already chose a release date for this film. You choose the release dates of the next film yourself. Okay, so this one's just kind of good to go. We're good. You don't own the studio, but just a whole network of cinemas. You can run your films in your own cinemas for free, but that's not going to be enough to reach a wide audience. You'll have to rent other theaters if you want solid box office receipts. The studio previous owners already arranged this and paid for the film's rental costs. All right, so we're going to have we're going to rent some theaters to show our movie. And then we're going to use some of our own theaters to show our movie. That's easy enough. Okay, so we need to start printing the copies based off of external contractors. That's our release window. We're going to start the promotions before the release. And we're going to promote this for paid for agency to promote these 3 films. Yeah, so we're going to promote this for men and boys. Audience will soon be watching your first film. Good luck. Good luck indeed. Limit Lucas surefire hit when the old studio closed its doors. Those parasites. Okay, so some other this movie studio that we're currently running went out of business. Some other movie studio came in and stole our movie theater slots. So I'm gonna use our influence and just bully our way back into getting our. You can spend influence points to advance your interests and solve problems in various and unconventional ways. We're trying to make our beautiful script writing department, and a bureaucrat has decided that it might take a little extra paperwork to get our oak tree in place. So we're going to pay $200 kind of under the table cash. When an issue needs to be resolved quickly and discreetly, the funds in the studio bank account can be useless. When the situation gets tricky, cash is king. So much like Cartel Tycoon, which is how I'm taking this, you've got official money and cash. We'll see how we turn. We'll see if we can turn official money into cash. All right. Hire a head for the screenwriter department. I like this guy. He has both influence and cash ability. And we are going to need to work the upgrades. Action, adventure. We could do a comedy adventure, a comedy action, action adventure. Let's do that. They can keep their names. To begin working on a new script, select the script writing department. Yeah. The department worked up several ideas for the first script. Let's hope they're good. An action modern day city cop movie. I like this. Action Wild West for a daring adventurer. I like that one as well. Both of those are good. Wait a minute. What am I writing? Okay, yeah, I'm writing an action. So we have our action specialist write this. It does matter when I try to match the right writer to the right genre. And since we only have one writer who likes action, we're going to have to hold off on this other one for now. Continue to develop your film studio's key to your success. Pick an upgrade for the department. No matter who's working in your script department, no one knows better than you what film. Oh, so they're suggesting I take this upgrade now. Some improvements take a while. Department heads will, in time, learn to speed up the process, so it's wise to hold on to your experienced employees. Oh, they're forcing me to do this. Let's speed it up. We'll use influence and cash to take it from 50 days to 40. It's only 100 grand. It saves us 6 days. That's fine. More experience per release. Rolling edits. Screenwriters can correct problems in the script during filming if necessary. Oh, wow. There's a lot of upgrades just for the screenwriters. Oh my God. Now they want us to build 2 more departments. So we've got a script coming. That's going to be 90 days. What's the other idea? An action movie? Can I hire someone who's free? I want an action specialist. This guy likes action and detective stories. None of them have any actual skill on them, though. I guess that's why they're available. This guy is arrogant, and this guy is a perfectionist. I mean, this guy's a double. He's got double skills. You know, jump back over here and have him write this. Since it's an action, we'll have him write the action. All right, so now we got 2 scripts going. Okay, so over here, we got our PR department. You can donate to charity to earn reputation points. Double reputation points for profitable films. Let's take that one, I guess. Then HR. Let's offer services to our people. Finance. Looks like the only thing we can do is unlock the $500,000 loan. Borrow $500,000 for 1 year at 22%. And then the only thing we can do here is start the mid-level protection. We'll do that. Then we've got to build. I think we should put in the pre-production. Oh, I was trying to right-click move the screen. Pre-production. Let's keep going. We're going to keep our schlock attitude here. Then we've got actual production. Bringing back memories. Being a poor film student. And we'll go there. What else do we have? One thing on the advanced side. Security, engineers, and producers' offices. Man, they're really not letting me build this producer's offices. Engineering, I feel like should be kind of more in the mix here. Just kind of close to everything. And then what do we have left? Security. Security. Kind of want to have that close too. This guy, we probably need the repair crew since all of our buildings are coming in busted, basically. Try to get that going as quickly as possible. Which one of these do we want? Professional post-production facilities? A film lab? Concert hall where we can make better soundtracks? Our own sound studio? 1,500 days for our own post-production facilities. Concert hall. Oh, we can't get that one yet. Sound studio, 300 days away. That's still a long way away, but that's the soonest. That's the upgrade we can get the quickest. Theater management opens theater management building for buying and selling cinemas. Oh boy. Opens statistics where you gather information about the film's audience and organize the advertising campaign. Printing office where you can print duplicates for your films. Marketing and outreach building. I don't know. I think being able to do our own printing is probably cool. "60 days we'll have our first script done. We'll have actually a place to start the production's much, 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 much sooner than that. Any other ideas percolating over here? A detective cowboy in a modern city. What? I borrowed a little money from some people. They seem like good guys. They had honest eyes. One of our producers is a gambler. He's going to show those cards who's boss. Let him go so he can sort out his messes. I don't need him super distracted on the lot. Is everything building? Yeah, looks like we have something everywhere. Limp and Luke is gonna finish up. Handpicked actors and directors and sets. So this guy's the highest level. We'll just hire him. They can keep their names. So we've got actresses, actors, and directors. And then here we've got an upgrade on the post-production side that we need to start. Given how long it takes for upgrades, it makes sense to keep them going as quickly as possible. Hire new actors, directors, and cinematographers. Yes, please. 70 days before we can get that. That means we probably have to build the casting office on top of everything else. Okay, so Linda Globe, she is claiming to need some time to prepare for the talkies. She was a silent film star, and now she wants time. You can have 3 months. Add a tagline. Let's just release it. I don't think this taglines matter. Maybe they do, though. All right, so now we're getting reviews, just like Game Dev Tycoon. KinoMark system measures audience reviews on the day of the premiere. If you're sure you've released a quality film, but people aren't appreciating it, then you may have lured the wrong audience. Okay. Well, we focused on dudes. Dudes and little dudes. Yeah, so general audiences are okay. The female focus, Southern Night, finds it to be brutal and chilling. Everybody else loves it. Getting experience across the board. I won't watch this every single time. Just want to get a sense of it. All the people that worked on it. So total, we spent about 500 grand for the movie. Not bad. Our production side has been built. This guy is not happy. Production support. What does this do? Shooting on location more. Oh, okay. Yeah, like craft services and trailers. Opens the line production office. Give you control over the schedule. Double experience for directors and actors. 1,500 days away. Jeez. Level 2 soundstage. I like this idea. I hear Linda Globe's coming back out of retirement. Or actually what I heard was that she never retired at all. She just went off to work on her voice so she can steal even more roles from us. Is it too much to hope for that greedy bitch will finally retire? There's got to be an ounce of justice in this business. Let's build a level 1 soundstage. I won't try to build too many sound stages because I think we pretty much want a level 2 soundstage. And we're going to make this a good building. Well, no. They still have lots of time before they write. So we'll go there. Yeah. These scripts are still writing. Opens the story workshop building. So we can push down the tree to get new story elements, or we can get sequels. I think story elements. Only going to take 100 days to get new story elements. Then we've got to build a little workshop building. Has to be close to the original construction, though. We'll put it over here, right on the edge. Let's just crank that out. We need new story ideas anyway. So now our producer's office is in place. I'm going to take the highest level. The most skilled guy. Producer's office. Each producer can handle 2 projects at the same time. Like that idea. It's going to take us 1,500 days to get it done, but gotta start working on it now. Security is coming online. Engineering's coming online. Everything's coming online basically the exact same time. We need a technology department to improve our sound and imaging technologies. Don't think we actually even have access to that yet. Yeah, I don't even know where that is. Oh, we're making some money on Limp and Luke at least. First week we had a gross of 600 grand on 80,000 rental. Yeah, that's good money. First 4 weeks were a success. The film is still making a lot of money. We'll make more if we extend our original distribution. Click Extend Distribution to keep playing the movie for another 4 weeks under the same terms. I like this idea. So we made 1.6 million in the first 4 weeks. There's probably a little life in that film. All of our guys here are security novices. So we'll get this guy since he's the happiest. Then we'll look for an upgrade here. Ops Center. Opens the Ops Center where you can organize kidnappings, murders, and the like. Jeez. I thought we were just making movies. The security department will automatically interrupt surveillance and espionage against your studio employees 10% of the time. Interesting. You can entrust your security with employee protection. Open the security office where you can organize surveillance, investigate any employee beatings, kidnappings, or murders. Okay, so I think we should start with counter. Let's just do simple bodyguards. We've got a detective story and an adventure story. This guy can write adventure stories. Engineering revolutionized your filmmaking technologies. Let's take the highest skilled guy on that. Build an additional research development office to increase the number of research groups from 1 to 2, or invent your own film technology. Well, we only have these two options, and this one is 500 days closer. Let's also dump some money into it. Luckily, the Limpin' Luke, the cash from the first 4 weeks came in, so we've got some money to accelerate our technological research with. Script department is completed. Oh, they want me to name movies. Actually, hold on. Which writer do we have lying around? Comedy guy. Soundstage is good. Soundstage 1 is fine. Script department. Story workshop. There's our button. So we're going to make a comedy. We'll call it Laugh Riot. For sure. And it's going to be a comedy action. Mostly comedy. A little bit of action. We're going to set it in the Wild West. Oh boy. Not every film needs an antagonist. A romantic comedy, for instance, can deal without a clearly defined villain. Protagonist is going to be a cowboy. Antagonist is going to be a criminal mastermind. Supporting characters. Ew. A love interest? That's not really... Let's see themes and events. Let's see what's going on here. A jousting tournament. What? Well, we could do search for a killer, serial killer in my action comedy. This is making no sense. Okay. Cowboy comedy is what I'm trying to make. A tribal chief. Oh boy, this is offensive right off the bat. And then we'll go for bank robbery, where antagonist gets punished, supporting character, mentor. Cowboys versus tribal chief with a mentor. Oh, you can change if it's a male or a female in the cast. The antagonist gets punished after trying to pull off a bank robbery comedy. We should maybe make it a little bit more action-y. Let's make it 60% comedy. I mean, I guess I could make one more soundstage. Just so we have plenty of places to shoot. Now, as our first horrible script comes ready, and it is going to be horrible. Let's put it into pre-production. These are the places where the events of the film take place. The characters spend most of their time in locations highlighted in gold. Only minor scenes will be filmed at secondary locations. You need to decide which scenes should be shot on a soundstage and which would be better filmed on location. Select the location quality on a soundstage. Location quality involves filming equipment, scenery, and design. Outdoors, the emphasis is on beauty, authenticity, and natural scenes. If you plan to film some of your films on a soundstage, select which soundstage you'd like to use. You can always change your mind about this project and cancel it. The script will be shelved until a more opportune moment arises. We don't have a ton of people to run all this stuff, but we're going to run it through anyway because we want to get some experience for our people. I'm saving the higher end guy for a better script, basically. I can't tell. It's definitely cheaper and faster to do these on the soundstage. And then we'll do the secondary locations on location. Just to give it a little... Well... The desert on a soundstage? Ugh. We'll do this desert on location as well. Oh, there's a forest down here. We use the forest on location. Total number of days for filming. We only have one filming and sound technology option. Do we try to put a ton of people on this thing? It only doesn't really cost us enough. Let's get a decent amount of people. Our producer. I mean, everybody is so unskilled. Director. I think we can use our Schlock guy for this. Our daring adventurer. She's playing the same thing over and over again. She probably wants a little mix up. And then the rival, we'll make it an older gentleman. He's recently been in these types, but this is a detective drama action. Uh-oh. This is gonna get ugly real fast. Let's get you as the rival. And then we'll have our tribal chief played by Gabriel. Hey man, it's the 30s. What do you want? To begin pre-production, you'll first need to officially stamp it. So 19 days in pre-production, 92 days in production time. It's going to cost us 70 grand for a total of 300,000. Let's do it. Let's make our first bit of schlock, shall we? Hey, Roy Spencer is back from vacation. Week 8, it's almost going to start losing money. It's probably going to start losing money if we go again, but I'm going to go again. It's the only thing we have out right now. You can entrust your security, bodyguard protection. 1,500 days on that upgrade, 600 on that one, 500 on that one. I don't think I want to get aggressive. Let's go for the automatic interruption of attacks. Ooh. Oh. That's a pretty good script. A cop, evil monster, prison break. Oh, okay. I can see it. I don't think we have anywhere near enough people for this. I think I need to shelve this for a second. Where is our casting office? Soundstage 1.2. Where is our... Did we build a casting office? Is it even an option? Are we... Oh no, we're researching. Somewhere in here we're researching the casting office upgrade. Oh, yeah, exactly. More experience for directors, more extras. So these are all, well, nope, sets and props we can get done a little faster. So we'll take sets and props. Come over here and build a casting office. Try to get that done as quickly as possible. Like, how far away do you really want to have the casting office? Not totally in the outskirts of our town here. Open the service department where you can offer employees gifts. Let's take this just because it will make it so people don't get mad that we don't have perfectly appointed lawns. Pre-production up the value of our script nicely. Let's start production. So we need that casting office so we can hire more people so we can run more scripts simultaneously. Looks like Limpin' Luke is finally done for. Yeah, we're losing money on it now. Send it to the archive. Profitable film that gives us more reputation. I was poring over the documents we inherited. Okay, so the aunts and uncles of the actor who died was supposed to get a major cut of the film. I'm just gonna pay it. That's gonna hurt, but that's fine. 75 days. She's still working on her vocal cords. Take 2 more months. 75 days until our next film is done. Ah, casting office is done. This is exciting. Let's hire some... Let's hire people who are free. I wouldn't want to hire anybody. We'd have to hire them away right off the bat here. So this guy is proven to be romantic. I see. So this is our romance comedy guy who recently played a tribal chief. This guy is high end. He's an 8 actor. He might be too high end for us. I doubt we can get him 8 material. Wreaks havoc on deadlines and schedules. His hair and his dress are imitated the world over. So he's a star. Popular appeal. If we were making romantic comedies, he would definitely be a killer. I mean, I guess we could make romantic comedies. No one else is skilled in any way. We've got our young ingenue, who's also a drug addict, so that's something. A diligent 21-year-old who plays femme fatale roles a lot. She could probably use a change of pace. Let's negotiate. For 1 year or for how many movies? She's feeling her self-support, her self-importance. If I take her on for 1 movie... No, I want multiple. 3-year contract. I'm just going to pay the money. Anything else we can do? No. I'd love a romantic comedy expert to go with that. No romantic comedy experts lying around, though. Uh-oh. I think I've got myself into a state. Well, you know what? That's a good place to stop anyway. Let's call it there. We're going to plan our romantic comedy empire here in a second. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I'm liking this. We're going to play at least a couple more episodes of this. We'll see you next time.